Welcome back. Listeners, I have some bad news and some good news. Vanessa and her other Vanessa broke one of the parts of the new shelving unit, and I don't think we have anything to replace it. One of the Vanessas cut her head pretty badly. When I went in, Vanessa, I think our original Vanessa, was standing over her with a staple gun and a clean, wet rag. She also handed me a printout of an email from one of our listeners. Well, I presume he's a listener. I've never heard of him. He claims to live in Night Vale. I had no idea those folks down in Night Vale could get our tiny little radio station, Vanessa. How wonderful! You know, in all my years, I have never gone to Night Vale. I bet it's beautiful. Really, this whole desert is beautiful. I mean, when it comes right down to it, why would you ever leave Desert Bluffs? How can it get better, really? I wouldn't risk it. So Steve writes, "This sandstorm is clearly a cover-up. I believe this was a government-created project. Our government has long been participating in cloud seeding experiments and..." Let me stop you right there, Steve Carlsberg. You have hit the nail on the head. Say no more. The government is indeed covering up their involvement. Or should I say, lack of involvement in this sandstorm. Honestly, I don't think the government even knows how to orchestrate a project of this magnitude and of this quality. You need a well-run private business like, say, Strex Corp, that has not only the faculties and materials to execute a massive geologic and psychedelic storm, but to do so inexpensively and without tax dollars. Why, without Strex Corp and companies like it, we wouldn't have trade schools, or regulated behaviors, or insurance, or helpful pandemics, or black helicopters. Thank you for your email, Steve. What a great guy. And with that, listeners, let's go to the... Oh my. Look at that. Listeners, there's a white, almost pink vortex that has formed along my studio wall. Listeners, words fail me. It is so beautiful. I can't leave you as our show is not yet over. But there must be something beyond this something, Desert Bluffs. I must see what it is. I must go. I will try not to be long, listeners. I will try not to be long.
Hello? Hello? Night Vale? What is this studio? What is this damnable studio? Night Vale? I do not know if you can hear me. This is Cecil, and I do not know where I am. It is clearly a radio studio, but the walls are covered in blood. And instead of dials and buttons on the soundboard, there is just animal viscera glistening under the green LED lights. I hope this microphone works. Am I in hell? Dana? Dana, can you hear me? Listeners, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please contact the sheriff's secret police. There is so much blood, it is seeping into my shoes. There are, oh masters of us all, no, teeth scattered across the floor. The window into the control booth is shattered, and there is a swath of skin and a fistful of long, clumping hair hanging from a sharp glass point. I do not know if this is even Night Vale. I know that I can hear the sandstorm raging outside. There is a low buzz and deep hum that might be my own heart ready to tear itself from my chest in horror or grief. I cannot know which. There is a photo, a single photo of a man on the desk here. He is wearing a tie. He is not tall or short, not thin or fat. His hair and nose are like mine. But his eyes are black as obsidian, and his smile. No, it is not a smile. He must be wicked, this man. Dear Night Vale, please pray in your bloodstone circle for me. And pray, too, that no one should ever have to meet this vicious wretch of a man. I want to be home, Night Vale. Oh, Cecil, you fool. The vortex. The vortex is still there, but here it is white. Okay, dear listeners, from this vile, vile place, I leave you to your prison. But before I go, because I am a radio professional and it is sitting right here on this blood-spattered desk, I give you the weather.
Hello there, Desert Bluffs. It is Kevin again. I told you I would be back. I don't know where I went, but I think that I met my double. The vortex is gone now, but as I was returning, I passed a man who looked just like me. I smiled and said, "Hello there, friend." I hugged this man, and he hugged me back. We shared a moment in this other world. I am not sure to where that spiral of space and time took me, nor through where I traveled, but I am certain that there must be more to us than just us, and that there is another place, another time, where things could have been different, better, worse. But let's not think on woulds, coulds, and shoulds. I am just happy I am alive. I am happy my other is alive. You are alive. We are alive. Outside, the winds are subsiding. Our doubles have left us as the sand has left us. The sun is rising again just as it is setting. Our second sunrise collides with the sunset. Let's reflect on this. Let us reflect on our lives and where we will be tomorrow. We lost our other selves, Desert Bluffs, but we gained new perspective. Tomorrow, we'll wake again, work again, live again. We are home, all of us, together. My mouth, your ears. We have each other. And as always, until next time, Desert Bluffs. Until next time.
Welcome to Desert Bluffs is a production of Commonplace Books. It is written by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Cranor, and produced by Joseph Fink. The voice of Desert Bluffs is Kevin R. Free. Original music by Joseph Fink. This episode's weather was Eliezer's Waltz, composed by Larry Cardozo and Ron Fink, and performed by Disparition. Find out more at disparition.info. We would like to thank our Desert Bluffs intern, Adam Dunnels, who is just the best and is also super great and was also killed in an unfortunate accident. Want to have your music featured in the weather section? Want to contribute your talents to the show? Just want to say hi? Email us at nightvale@commonplacebooks.com or follow us on Twitter at nightvale.radio. Check out commonplacebooks.com for more information on this show, as well as our books on the unused story ideas of H.P. Lovecraft and what it means to be a grown-up. Today's proverb. Step 1. Separate your lips. Step 2. Use facial muscles to pull back corners of mouth. Step 3. Widen your eyes. This is how to be happy.